Yo guys, and welcome back to another video, and welcome back to another Doctor Who video. Now, this one is a little bit different to the Doctor Who videos which I usually make. I don't usually cover very serious, disturbing content on this channel regarding Doctor Who, because most of the time I just like to, react to fun news and, rumours and leaks and loads of cool, interesting stuff about Doctor Who. Yes, I have my opinions and thoughts on the new series, and I mean, as a lot of people do in the community, there's a couple of issues and problems with writing, etc, etc. Today's not really about that. Today is definitely something a lot more serious that I'm going to bring up in this video and talk about. And yeah, it's something that I've seen a lot of Doctor Who YouTubers who claim to cover all of the Doctor Who news actively avoid. And yeah, just the fact that they are just actively avoiding this shows that there is some kind of ulterior motive with their content. Obviously, they're good. They say they'll criticize Doctor Who, in which some do, to be fair. And that's one thing I do want to point out. I am a huge Doctor Who fan. If it's not obvious enough, some of my first content on this channel was Doctor Who based, and part of being a big fan of something you love is to criticize and point out when something is wrong. And today we're going to be doing that, and in other videos I have done, because I want to see Doctor Who thrive. I want to see Doctor Who make really good, really good quality storylines that fans will enjoy, just like they used to do. And for making this video, I'm going to be probably called some sort of, buzzword that they like to use, the ists and the phobes, and all that kind of stuff, but at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. I'm just going to make this video because I see a disturbing lack of people making videos and updating news, which is actually quite serious. So yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna get straight into this video. We do make a lot more just fun Doctor Who videos on this channel, so if you like Doctor Who, or you enjoy what Doctor Who used to be, or you enjoy it now even, because I don't have all bad opinions on the show in its current state. There are some things that I can really give props to with Doctor Who, like the music and the set constructions, the set building, the CGI, etc. I always give props where props are due, but yeah, this video is going to be a bit of a different one. So if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button. We post brand new Doctor Who videos every single week. And without further ado, let's get into this video. So, it was kind of breaking news that Doctor Who had hired some new writers. More specifically, Russell T Davies had hired a brand new couple of writers. And one of them writers has a very controversial, dark past. And I've got all of the receipts that I need to back up and support my claims. Obviously, I can't 100% verify this. Do obviously take this with a little bit of a pinch of salt, but I am 85% sure that the information in this video is legit. And there's a hell of a lot of sources out there that can prove it as well. So, I mean, if you just do a quick Google search, I'm sure you'll be able to find credible sources and evidence out there that does support what I'm saying in this video. And again, another disclaimer I do want to put out there. This is absolutely not an attack on any communities at all. That is not my style. I don't do shit like that on this channel. And I don't wish to do that for this video. But I will be calling out what this particular writer has done and bringing it to light, because as a Doctor Who YouTuber and an influencer with, you know, people who are fans of Doctor Who watching this content, I do feel like I've got a bit of a duty to shine a light on stuff that, you know, a lot of Doctor Who YouTubers out there who seem to have like a tainted view of the franchise, sort of glossing over certain points and saying, well, the writing can't be bad because certain buzzwords have been used. You know, like, I do think that it is right that some people do obviously bring this up. So without further ado, I've got some pictures on my laptop as well that I'm going to go ahead and put up on the screen to help me sort of navigate through. So this is the first picture of the writer. The writer is called Juno Dawson, and as you can see, this this definitely springs a few sort of things up, and I'm not surprised that Russell T Davies hired this person. Just out of the book, well, that's actually quite a good play on words there. I didn't actually intend that, but yeah, just looking at this picture right here, you could tell that this person was hired not for the impeccable writing ability. Of course not. This person was definitely hired as part of the let's just say that maybe this person may tick some boxes, and that's kind of a red flag at first glance. Not even getting into the allegations and, you know, serious things in this video. You know, first things first, why would you hire somebody just because they tick a certain box for a writer's job as well? Arguably one of the most important jobs. It's baffling to me that this is even allowed to happen. I mean, I'm all for, you know, hiring people from different backgrounds, and I definitely don't think that we should just hire people from one specific group, because yeah, that ultimately is wrong if you are just, you know, purposely taking out other groups for the sake of, you know, having a certain group sort of pushed. And again, that kind of does root here as well, because clearly this person wasn't hired due to the writing ability, and again, sadly, this does go for the other 3 writers as well. And I do actually have another video coming out very soon where we do a deep dive into all 4 of the new writers, and yeah, it's actually quite interesting to see how little writing ability. I believe one of them was hired because they wrote poems. I didn't know that you could write poems and get hired for a science fiction TV show that is getting an over £100 million budget. I didn't think that was actually possible. I thought you'd need a little bit more on your resume, like maybe, you know, maybe you've done some work for another science fiction show in the past, or at least some notable TV shows or films. But no, these people do seem to be, you know, writers in other areas. As you can see right here by this picture, this person is, you know, known for writing some books. And some very, very questionable books. Now, I see all of the the crazies in the comments section right now going to jump at the comments, going, you're a phobe, all that kind of shit. And I do have some pretty good evidence as to why this is quite frankly disgusting. Yeah, I'm gonna get into this right now. But yeah, basically, these 3 books at the bottom here are all children's books. Yes, all 3 of these books were aimed at children. Now, at first I thought, okay, well, yeah, this is a little bit weird that they're pushing these books out to children. And it turns out that I'm not the only person who thinks that, because certain countries have actually banned these books. Yeah, if you look out there, there are sources that do say that these books were actually banned in some countries, which, I mean, you've got to do a hell of a lot to get a book banned nowadays. Like, you've got to really overstep the line, or, make something that's not appropriate for children in a children's book to get it banned. And we're going to take a look at some extracts from this book, and quite frankly, I don't feel massively comfortable reading these out on camera. And that is something that, I mean, even if I don't feel like 100% comfortable reading this out, that says a hell of a lot. And the fact that these were banned as well it does say a hell of a lot about this. And, this is quite easy to access knowledge. This isn't some buried shit that somebody's found. This is quite publicly accessible knowledge. So, my question to you, Russell T Davies, is why hire somebody with such a controversial background to make a point? Because that's all I can see that's coming out of this, is you trying to make a point. I don't know what that point is actually trying to be, because no point in the world can be shining so brightly that it's not overshadowed by this stuff. So let's take a look at these screenshots. So this, bearing in mind, this is in a children's book. A book that is aimed towards children. Okay, let's get into this. So the first thing that I can see on here says how sex apps work. Yeah, that's a bit fucking creepy to put in a children's book, don't you think? And one thing that I'm very, very disappointed in, and, yeah, I'm very, very disappointed in this, that some Doctor Who YouTubers that I watch, are either too afraid to talk about this on their own channels, out of fear of maybe not being favoured by Doctor Who because you're speaking out against something like that. Because I know there are certain Doctor Who YouTube channels out there that do get favoured. They get invited to events, they get sent free merchandise, all of that kind of shit. I don't care about any of that kind of stuff. If I want to review Doctor Who merchandise, I'll go and buy it like any normal person would do. And I will give a fair review, and I'll give an honest review. I'm not... I don't care about, like, although it would be cool to be sent some Doctor Who stuff, I quite frankly don't care. And I'm not going to let that overshadow me being able to actually speak on certain things. So first of all, that is something that I am, a bit concerned about, that none of these big Doctor Who YouTuber channels have actually covered any of this stuff. And just like to put an extra, cherry on top, they actually did cover the writers being introduced on the show and just in fact they didn't even gloss over it. They just flat out didn't talk about this controversial news. And I mean, they didn't even do like a piss take talk. They didn't even like make fun of YouTubers that have talked about this kind of stuff, which really shows their standpoint on this kind of stuff. And I'd even go as far to say that these same YouTubers have actually made comments and called out other people who are currently under, in fact, they're not even under like judicial control anymore. They're currently allowed to travel wherever they want, but they are under investigation for alleged crimes, and they have no problem calling out these people. I'm specifically referencing the Tate brothers at the moment as well, but yeah, they have no problems calling out these kinds of people, and they have no problems, going out of their way and saying that these people should be banned off the internet, as far as saying that, but have absolutely nothing to say about this. Like, you're a Doctor Who channel. This is more relevant to Doctor Who. So why aren't you saying that this person should be banned from working with big corporations like the BBC or Disney? But then again, these big corporations don't exactly have the best track record for working with very dodgy people around children. So yeah, that doesn't surprise me in the least, I suppose. But nevertheless, at least call it out. At least do like the at least like this is actually like, because this is big, and I've never heard of anything like this happen before on Doctor Who. Yes, there are like other cases of things that have happened, but Doctor Who have rightly like took these people off. Like, for example, there was the whole Noel Clarke thing, and there was a whole John Barrowman thing, and these two people have been removed from the show and will never be able to come back on the show ever again, likely, because of what they are accused of. I don't know the ins and outs of their full-on accusations and all that kind of stuff, but all that I know is that it was bad enough to get them essentially permanently barred off the show, and basically they're not allowed back. So, how the same person would actively hire somebody who is doing this, and I've just read the first line, and this is just completely out of order. Like, this is, like, yeah, the words cannot describe how just horrible this is. Like, yeah. Anyway, let me carry on reading this, because it's actually disgusting. So, step 1, upload a tiny pic of yourself to the... So again, the wording is even like a tiny... Oh, that's so fucking disgusting. Yeah, the wording is even like... Okay, so 2 is the app works out your location, so yeah. 3 is the app tells you where the nearest homosexuals are. So again, you're literally almost this almost gives off a vibe that you're encouraging the target audience of this book to go and meet up with homosexuals for, well, what I'm presuming, not just to chat, because this again is referencing how sex apps work. So this isn't just like, meet up, even if it was encouraging children to meet up with people on apps that are intended for people over the age of 18. Very, very dodgy. And yeah, this just makes it even more fucked up, I'm not even gonna lie. So, number 4 says, then you chat to them, and number 5 says, and because they're near, it's easy to meet up with them. So it's encouraging them to not only seek out where they are, meet up with them as well, which is, yeah, a children's book. Fucking crazy. The little bottom bit then says, companions claim that the contents of this book are inappropriate for children. Ah, what a wild claim, because I don't think you could get away with branding how sex apps work as appropriate for children. And also, like, just a message out there, like, anybody supporting this kind of thing, like, I don't even want to know, like monsters support this kind of shit. Like, it's actually so disgusting, like, for real. Right, let's go on to the second one. So this is right here. So this is actually a little bit of a further away screen grab. So first of all, so yeah, basically this sort of confirms that this was from, like, basically an article. So the article title says, Juno Dawson's This Book is Gay, which is actually one of the books in that first picture, which, well, basically by association then, that confirms that that is actually her book, and this is actually an extract from that book. Removed from Children's Books Island Reading Guide. So it was actually removed from the reading guide of children's books in Ireland. I wonder why. Because, I mean, imagine this. Imagine your child is in school and they bring back this book, and, like, imagine you're a parent and you see this shit. Like, surely that would just make you absolutely furious that this would even be allowed. Like, this feels so disgusting that it actually feels illegal. I feel disgusting reading this shit out loud on camera. So, for this to actually have been published, for this to actually have been published and put on the reading guide in the first place, to later be removed, is actually crazy in itself. Yeah. This is very fucked up. And, I mean, I want to give Russell T Davies the benefit of the doubt. I want to say, just like my love for Doctor Who, I want to say that he was ignorant to this, but part of me just doesn't think so, as they're actually still going ahead with this. The episodes which are written by this person are still going to be aired, and they are still going ahead with this full force on Doctor Who. Wow. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, if I missed anything out, or if you guys have anything else to say in the comments down below, please do leave a comment in the comments section down below. I'd be interested to actually read what your comments are saying about this, and, like, your opinions and your thoughts on this subject as a whole. Hopefully next week's video will be a bit lighter, and if you enjoy Doctor Who content on this channel, please do smash a like. It's really, really important that you guys smash likes on this video, because I will 100% do more Doctor Who videos. I already do weekly Doctor Who uploads on this channel, so if you guys want even more, because I am kind of planning on doing a Tuesday and Thursday upload for Doctor Who content, so if you guys do want that and you want more Doctor Who news, Hopefully it won't be bringing shit like this to light even more, because hopefully that won't happen again, or you'd like to think not. But I guess Doctor Who in nowadays and age, you really don't know. But yeah, this subject I felt was important to talk about. Again, this is not me attacking any community at all. I have no ill will or like intention to attack any community with this video. I'm just simply stating that this person's actions are very much in the wrong, and this 100% needs to have light shone on it for the sake of the Doctor Who community, and just to know who's writing your Doctor Who episodes. Which, yeah. Anyway, that is basically it for this whole video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a bit of a different one to what I usually do, and we're going to get back to more Doctor Who programming very, very soon. We have some exciting new leaks coming up for Doctor Who content, and we also have just a bunch of epic Doctor Who content. So yeah, subscribe if you're new. We're trying to get to 100k subscribers. Like the video, as always, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.